Thanks for checking out FixMyRecipe.com. Chef Billy Parisi here. Our next recipe was emailed to us from Joe Persinski of Westmont, Illinois. He's having a real difficult time holding together this Hollandaise, and on top of it, he said several times his eggs were overcooked. Don't worry, Joe, you sent that email to the right place. I dare to say that Hollandaise is one of the most traditional sauces known in the culinary field. I also realize it's one of the hardest to make. Joe, if you follow closely, you're going to be just fine. Joe, let's add our 2 egg yolks that we separated earlier and put it right into a stainless steel bowl. Let's put it right on our double boiler. All right, Joe, let's get those eggs moving. We definitely don't want them to cook, and that's where you're falling a little bit behind. Do not be afraid to take it off the heat. That's what's cooking your eggs, obviously. Okay, Joe, here's another trick. Use a little white wine when on the double boiler, and all this is going to do is help it keep your Hollandaise nice and emulsified. Joe, I noticed that my eggs were starting to cook, so all I did was simply take it off the double boiler and kept stirring it, and you can see already how it's already nice and fluffy. Man, Joe, was that close. I got that off just in time, or else I would have scrambled eggs with you. Here's the next step. After we take it off the burner, we're going to slowly add our clarified butter. Okay, Joe, to do clarified butter, all you do is put whole unsalted butter. I use just a pound. Bring it to a boil and let it stand. What this does is separate all the milk fat solids, and they will be apparent at the bottom of your pot. And from that point, Joe, just simply separate your clarified butter from your fat solids. Now, Joe, we're going to simply add our clarified butter very slowly. Because again, if you add too quick, that same problem before is your Hollandaise is going to break. Okay, Joe, another trick was we're going to add a little bit of water. This, too, is going to help and hold that Hollandaise. Okay, Joe, now that our Hollandaise is nice and emulsified, we're simply going to add a little bit of flavor and seasonings. Follow me. To make cracked black peppercorns, just simply get some whole cracked pepper, grab a nice pan, and smush them. Okay, Joe, here's where the flavorings take place. A little bit of lemon juice for a nice lemon tang flavor. Okay. Some cracked black peppercorns that we just so nicely cracked. Pinch of salt. Don't forget, this is just for seasoning. Like I always say, season once, taste twice. And for the ultimate kick, we're going to add a little bit of cayenne. This is very traditional. Right there in the center. It should not be overpowering. You should just see those nice orange speckles right in our Hollandaise. Joe, if you look at this consistency, it's nice and fluffy, just like Hollandaise should be. After all, it is egg yolks and clarified butter. That's a lot of fat and a lot of flavor. Let's get a little taste. It's absolutely perfect. I'll tell you what, Joe, it's not too hard, but I understand it is tricky. Just be careful to follow with those egg yolks. Use a little bit of white wine, and don't forget, water will help and keep it emulsified. Joe, thank you so much for writing in. Come back tomorrow to FixMyRecipe.com. We'll see who else needs a little help in their kitchen.